Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So today I'll be uploading yet another video for you folks, just to talk about crazy stuff as usual. So here we are, I guess you can say. I just thought, why not? I've discussed stuff like this all the time anyway, so here we are. I'll post a link down below for my second channel and along for the others as well. Both links will be posted down below in the description box. So let's get into it, shall we? So here we go. I'll be talking about this one religious individual. Yeah, again, me complaining about someone being stupid. So here we are. He claims that God himself won't protect the United States of America because of gay marriage. Like, really? This has to be so damn stupid. Why are we now on this, really? So, of course, this was during his radio program one day. And yes, it has something to do with the Family Research Council president, which he is, of course. And yes, that organization I've spoken about before, of course, folks. So I'm again talking about this one guy because there was this one caller, there's one individual who would chat with him just to discuss a book that was written and whatnot. So at which point this discussion turned into something about the Supreme Court's Marriage and Equality Act because after the caller had said something about that, the decision is somehow weakening the protection coming across everybody, whatever that means. Like somehow the Supreme Court allowing gay people to get married somehow means the protection on the United States, like a spiritual protection, I guess is what you're referring to, is being weakened somehow. If your spiritual energy is so fragile that it's going to be damaged somehow because of gay marriage, yeah, I would have worried about some other stuff because that in itself doesn't make any sense. How is it going to be weakened by that exactly? Like God Himself is going to make, He's going to send some kind of punishment of some kind? Is that what you mean? But that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't God know everything? God would have known that this was going to happen because He created everybody, right? He allowed it just to happen anyway, so wouldn't that mean he won't have an issue with this? Just with this alone, I have so many questions there. Of course, it's a made up problem. So apparently, there's something bad is going to happen, something terrible is going to occur. Like I said, I have so many questions in regards to this kind of thing. How is he doing that? Why would it matter? Why would God care? What would anyone care about who's sleeping with who? As long as they're 18 or over, who cares? No one's being forced to do anything. Like, what's the issue exactly? As long they're grown adults and it's not done with malicious intent or anything like that, then why do you specifically care? Out of all things, aren't there like other things to worry about? Like people people dying of hunger. Isn't like a homeless problem somewhere? And I heard about San Francisco having a homeless problem, so why won't you go fix that instead? That seems more important. Like, leave gay people alone. They just want to live in peace in the way they want to do. Like, who cares? It's not like it's involving incest or anything. So I don't know. So what's the point? What's the matter? I don't know. Anyway, this individual, the caller, and this guy, they just keep going and going and going with this kind of discussion for whatever reason. And he agreed that God will lift his protective hand from the United States as a result of gay people getting married, whatever that means. So you're telling me that God himself is going to be so pitiful that he's not going to bother with helping the United States of America ever again? Oh, he's going to be like a temporary thing. And another thing is that this was never a Christian nation. The people just assumed it was a Christian nation when in reality it wasn't. So what gave them that idea anyway? Yes, I know the founding fathers, blah 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 blah. But the founding fathers always said that you have the freedom of religion, so you could be religious of any religion if you wanted to. So what part of this made them think that this was a question nation, I have no idea. So I know I keep asking questions because none of this makes any sense, like at all. So basically, he just repeats absolutely, absolutely. Okay, he would state, adding that there's some sort of wrong ruling that was done, and people have to put themselves in a very vulnerable spot because of this, and so I don't get it. So it's just in other words, God's protection is basically what I'm trying to get. God's protection, of course, is somehow not being done here. I guess whatever that means. So I don't get what was going on here exactly. It just seems weird that people like this will care of all things. Why would you care if gay people get married? It's not harming nobody. If no one's getting harmed, then why do you care exactly? I have no idea why this has to be an issue, really. And like I said, I've spoken about this guy before, so I just thought I'd bring this up again because I just found it to be rather ridiculous. Like this, of all things, you're getting annoyed with. Why this? I don't get it. Why do you have to get annoyed with this specifically? I don't get it. I just thought I'd just discuss this again because I just found it weird that this has to be a thing for whatever reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why this has to be a thing exactly. But it's a thing because I don't know. Because people are still being prejudiced to this very day for whatever reason. Alright, folks. That'll be for now. Again, I'll post a link down below for my second channel where we talk about movies and such and Elvis as well. So check the links down below in the description box. See ya. Oh yeah. Later.